me clearly, America is not a racist country.
Recently, Joe Biden came out and told the government agencies to do something about racism. And they know all of these government agencies, every single one, have practiced some form of discrimination against us. So now, this story, and this is all the more reason why we should be getting reparations. So, a new study came out saying Black married couples face heavier tax penalties than white couples, a report says. And see, this is nothing but thievery done by the government and sabotage and making us do more and pay more for the same thing. And, when we raise these issues, these folks got the nerve to get mad. No one should be more angry than us because this has happened to us. They're just butt sore because we're talking about these things. That's a huge difference. You sure didn't live through it. So I don't want to hear nothing about you and your anger. You can miss me with the whole thing. So, Black couples in general pay more in tax costs than white married couples, according to a new report by the Urban Brookings Tax Policy Center. Officially, the U.S. tax code is considered race blind, William Gale, one of the report authors, told NPR. But what we've suspected and what we found was that the income tax can still impose differential burdens on Black and white households because of several factors. Researchers with the nonprofit think tank found that Black couples were more likely to face marriage penalties 46 to 43%, and less likely to receive marriage bonuses 36 to 43% than white couples. When tax filers in the US get married, they can face a marriage bonus. That's when the household tax bill decreases because a couple files jointly and their incomes are, you now got that combined income. Another tax policy, the nonprofit, the couples can also face marriage penalties when the tax bill increases. This generally happens when two people with similar incomes marry and filed jointly. According to the Tax Policy Center, researchers found penalties were larger and more prevalent for Black couples than white couples, 59% to 51%. For households with an adjusted gross income between 50,000 and 100,000, there's a growing collection of research on race and economics. The report released this month is part of a growing body of research into whether institutions and policies reinforce pre existing racial disparities, Gale said. There is a broader question about whether institutions and rules and customs that are blind with respect to race are actually neutral with respect to race, or if they reinforce pre existing disparities. Well, I think we all know the answer to that. If Joe Biden just said just a few days ago, these agencies need to do something about racism, that tells you it's still going on and it's still prevalent. So, the US tax system is a good example of that. Gail added the report builds off an earlier work done by legal scholar Dorothy Brown, who wrote The Whiteness of Wealth: How the Tax System Impoverishes Black Americans and How We Can Fix It. Brown, a Georgetown law professor, called the Tax Policy Center report an important step forward. Earlier this year, a study concluded that Black taxpayers face audits from the Internal Revenue Service at a much higher rate compared to other demographic groups. Again, they're just giving you more ammunition on why we are entitled to reparations. And in my opinion, you're robbing us because you're taking our taxpayer money. We don't get good education. We don't get good policing. All right. So you are literally taking our money and refusing to give us the service that we deserve by paying into the tax system. So you're really robbing us. So if you got a problem with providing those services, then you need to refund all of that tax money that my forefathers paid, that we pay even to this day, and you need to refund all of that back to us. And then we'll be even. You can keep your police, you can keep your schools, give us back our money. You didn't earn it. You didn't earn one dime of it. So when tax filers in the US get married, so what they're saying is, um, these reports just became available. You know how these folks are. Nothing is believable unless there's some report that they do on this. But we knew all of this for a very long time. We knew it for a long time. I mean, look, there was a report that came out that said Black households pay more for utilities than white households. You get a bigger heating bill than they'd get. I mean, this whole system is so screwed up, it doesn't deserve to be saved. It should never be saved. All right. So Brown said it is only beneficial that there are more people studying how race and tax issues are intertwined. It's a good thing for American taxpayers generally, but taxpayer of color, which I hate, she said, specifically. So key differences can mean a bigger bill for Black couples compared to white couples. When a Black or white couple have the same income, deductions, and family structure, they will have the same tax liability. But, excuse me, but given the average economic differences between white and Black couples, according to a report, Black married couples are still more likely to face penalties and smaller bonuses. Oh, really? A tiny bonus? Oh, boy. On average, Black married couples are more likely to have children than their white counterparts. Researchers found. Yeah, well, they are going through a low birth rate, so I can understand that. And taxpayers with children generally tend to face larger penalties, according to the Tax Foundation. Additionally, a Black couple's income is likely to be the same to another, whereas a white couple has more income disparity. Both factors contribute to the likelihood of more marriage penalties. Even when Black couples end up with marriage bonuses, it's smaller than white couples, $1,926 versus $3,304. So the Black couple in bonuses get $1,926. The white couple gets $3,304. But we shouldn't want reparations, y'all. We should not be entitled to that. I mean, even all these businesses have screwed us over, and the government has screwed us over. And we face more disparities in this country than any other group, but we're not entitled to reparations according to these folks. Hmm. Wow. The bonus rate, however, was about the same at 2.6% for Black couples and 2.7% for white couples. When focusing on households with adjusted gross income between $50,000 and $100,000, Black couples who face penalties paid on average $1,394 compared to white couples that paid $1,241. And when it came to bonuses, Black couples received $1,402. White couples received $1,576. I mean, they're just so determined to always make sure they get more than anyone else. You notice that the whole government is structured like that. The whole thing is. So, bringing this research to light helps inform policymakers of the existence of an inherent unequal fiscal system, Gale said. The first step is making a change, is establishing a new set of facts and a new narrative about this. The old narrative is that race and taxes have done nothing to do with each other, have nothing to do with each other. He said, Brown said, inequities in the tax system doesn't impact only the Black community. There's a certain elite group of high income, disproportionate white Americans that benefit, and the rest of us do not. I think race and tax analysis is a way towards everybody understanding that there's a really small group of people who benefit, and the rest of us are being disadvantaged in a variety of different ways. Gail said, however, there is no easy fix to making the system more equitable. We're really early in the process. There's a long way to go before we understand the full implications. Oh, no, they're not going to let you see everything because they know how bad it is. They already know that, especially when they're sitting in your face talking about we're all equal and everything is fair. Boy, y'all, please don't come back to me ever saying those words for real. I don't want to hear it. You even know that mess ain't true when you're sitting there saying it to us. You know that crap ain't true. Give us our reparations. That's all you need to do. Give us our reparations. Your government needs to pay this out immediately because they are responsible for a lot of the things that are happening to us. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. I'm not surprised. You know, they have been so blatant and in our face with this whole thing the entire time. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.